Okay, so today's my birthday. You guys know that. I'm very open. I'm 38. I'm one of those people who is incredibly open about their age. I'm not like concerned with like getting older. Like that's not something that like scares me or worries me. I hope I never become that person who's like afraid to tell people their age. I just think that like it's such like a privilege, right? To be able to accumulate so many years. You know what I mean? And I intend to accumulate a ton of years. And I know that a lot of times people associate age with like, getting older in terms of like the negative side effects of it, in terms of like looking older or maybe feeling like you're not, in your prime anymore. But like, I personally have always believed that like I am like a fine wine. I will get better with age. Like, I'm not worried about the years progressing because honestly, I feel like I can't wait to be like 50. Like I think 50 is going to be like such a fun decade. Like I think that's like sounds like a wonderful age to be 50. So any of you who are in your 50s here, like I think that sounds fun. And Andy says, yeah, I could not wait to turn 40. I can't wait to turn 40 either because I'm really excited to be in a decade that starts with the number 4. Because 4 is like a really powerful like numerology energy with in my life and things like that. Now we're going to get into a little bit of numerology, but like 4 is like my birthday is the 13th, right? And I forget what that's called in numerology. Maybe it's like your life path number. I don't know what it is. Oh, I think your life path is your whole birthday, but my actual birth date is 13, right? And 1 and 3 equals 4, right? So I'm a 4 in that numerology sense. And then when you take my entire birthday, like March 13th, 1986, that equals 4. I think that's the life path. So I have a lot of 4, right? And I actually have a ton of 13, like the number 13 or like 1s and 3s, like follow me around everywhere in my life. So like March is the 3rd month, right? So March is the 3rd month, that's a 3, right? Then I'm born on the 13th, so it's 313. And then I was born at 110. If you convert that to like a 24-hour clock, I was born in the 13th hour and then 10 minutes into that. Okay? So that means March, so 313. So it's 313 is my birthday. Then 131 in terms of my time. So it's like all 3s and 1s. And then in addition to that, my human design type, I'm a 1-3. Like my lines on my human, I'm not really big into human design necessarily, but I know my human design type is 1-3, which is like investigator, martyr, right? So that's another 1 and a 3. Like I just feel like 1s and 3s like follow me around my life. So, anywho, going back to the point that I was trying to make is that I'm not someone who's afraid of getting older. I do not inherently believe that I am going to decrease in my like vitality and my looks and things like that. Like I still think my best is ahead of me always. Like I always want to believe that. I believe that we get better with age. I personally, like this is a personal thing. I think there's very few women, like personally, okay, and tell me if you guys feel this way as well. I feel there's very few women who actually look their best when they were in their 20s. Like I think most women look better as they start to get older. So like even the idea that like your best times were when you were a teenager or you were like 20, I think women's like looks, get more refined as they age. You know what I mean? Like you lose baby fat in your face, which yes, sometimes means a loss of volume, but I just feel like as you get older, most women, I think, start looking better when they get older. And that's definitely true as well, I think, of men, right? Men, they always say look better as they get older, but women don't. I'm like, nah, I think women also get better looking as they get older. And I personally have this belief, and I totally recommend you guys take this on as a personal belief as well, which is I believe I'm a Benjamin Button, okay? So like I believe as the years progress, I actually get younger. So it is like a belief I have. So like I think like if you're someone who's like really worried about getting older, I would tackle those sorts of limiting beliefs because it's absolutely not true, that aging means that you're going to be like less vital necessarily, or you're not going to look as good or not be as desirable. Like I don't think that's true. I don't think I'm the only one who thinks that way. So yeah, I'm not afraid of getting older. I love it. Cheers to one day being 40, right? And then 50, and then 60 and 70 and 100, you guys. Like, I think I could be 100. Like, I'm part Italian, okay? The Italian women in my family have lived like almost to be 100. So I think I could do it. I think I could do it. I really do. With modern medicine and really good skincare, I think I could be like the cutest little like 100-year-old lady. So I still have like plenty of time, you guys, to even get there, which is like crazy when I think about it, because I feel like I've been alive for so long already. Okay, so just looking at the comments. Vixen says, yep, I'm in my 30s and I'm told constantly I look better than ever. It might be a confidence, self-concept thing too. I agree with you. I agree. I do think that part of it is a confidence thing, because I feel like your inner energy radiates outwards for sure. Like, for sure. And I think that when we become more confident, we also take better care of ourselves. Like, I take care of myself in a way now that I did not when I was in my 20s. So, you know, it's like I actually just, for my birthday, this is so funny. Like, this is another one of my silly bougie things that I do, but I just bought like a whole bunch of new skincare for myself from Chanel, which is pretty pricey. You know what I mean? Like, I've always been someone who's like into nicer skincare. So I get a lot of stuff from like Sephora, but I actually was like, okay, you know what? You're 38, you're almost 40. It's now time that you can move into Chanel beauty, like skincare things, right? So, you know, it's one of those things where like at any point I could have, you know, bought the Chanel things, but it's just like, I feel like now I've kind of, not like I've earned it, but it's like I've now reached an age where it's appropriate for me to be using like higher end skincare stuff, right? So, you know, these are things like I would not have used when I was in my 20s. Chanel says we definitely get more confident as we get older, for sure. Absolutely. And Andy said, I definitely feeling that more refined thing for sure. Absolutely. And your grandma just passed 102. Oh, well, I'm so sorry for your loss, but I'm so glad that you had her for so long. That's so exciting. 102. 102. That's a 3. So she's got a 3 too. Okay. Okay. Oh, Vixen said Chanel started with skincare. Great choice. I'm down the SkinCeuticals rabbit hole. Yeah, I go through different rabbit holes with different things, but I was like, you know what? You've always wanted to do Chanel. Like, just go and do the Chanel. Like, just get it. Okay. Okay. So don't be afraid of aging. You're getting more beautiful, I swear. And if you believe that you're getting more beautiful and more vital and you're becoming more and more of your best self and your most confident self, then every year you will. Like, every year you will, because you decide what gets to happen. Like, your mindset radiates outwards.